Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another review, and today we have something different, quite different actually, from the Space Jam A New Legacy movie. We have Lola Bunny and WetFire. Don't ask me about that, I haven't watched the movie and I have no relation to this character. I am related to her from the first movie, and that's the actual reason I got this, even if the figures are really seem to be really limited on articulation. I was like, yeah, I always wanted like a figure of her, always. I mean, since I started collecting, and it's a character I really liked back then. I would actually love if Figma or Mafex or Figuarts or something like that would make a figure of all the characters of the movie, if you like, or just the Looney Tunes. But I would like a import quality figure of her better if the first version, which seems to have been tweaked down for this movie. I guess I know the reasons, we don't have to talk about that. I would prefer her to, it's another a theme for another video or something, but I'm not in favor of these guys making everything female look like a kid or something like that. And you don't have no extra stories or bios or something on the back. We just have this artwork on the top, and we have the other figures you can get from the line, and that's it. And as I was filming this before, well, I wasn't filming, and I realized as I was taking the figures out that I thought I was filming, and I didn't. I just took a photo. So I already cut the packaging open, which is great. We don't want to lose time on that. I'll take that aside. You have this tray with the figures, and you get this little kind of instruction manual where they tell you what you can do, which is mostly just plug these 3 accessories to the figures, to the feet or the hands. So there's the tray. First of all, you have this flaming basketball thingy. Then you get Wet/Fire, which, it's a dubious name for a character. I don't know, it's just a bit plain and easy. And you have got Lola Bunny and her little jumpy thing, techno boots, which I don't know if she developed herself or it's some invention from the Coyote, or, well, I don't even know if the Coyote is part of the film. I haven't watched it. So there you have the 2 figures. This guy's head is all stuck. Oh no. Well, at least it's on a ball joint, and it pops off very easily. I don't know, maybe he will be customizing material for something else. We'll see. Well, especially as they are basketball related figures, it would be cool if they had more articulation, but it seems they don't. So this is all you get on the packaging: these little boots and the flame thing and the 2 figures, which is a bit plain, I think, for the money they charge you for these ones. But yeah, let's go over the wet guy first. Wet guy. The paint is a bit plain. He has, I don't know if this guy reminds me of Scottie Pippen, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, some of the players from the 90s, 80s and 90s, you know. I don't remember the names quite much. I used to watch basketball more, well, at all. By then I did watch basketball and I played a bit myself. He reminds me of one of the players of the back in the day in the 90s, maybe even 80s, but I watched in the 90s. And yeah, he has a ball joint for the head, well, a ball on the body, and the head is just there, and you pop it in, and he can look up that much, he can look down that much. He has side tilt, good enough, yeah. The shoulders can go all the way around, they can go up that much. He has no bicep swivel, but he has that on the elbow. He can do the 90 degrees and turn all the way around, yeah. And the other arm as well, and you can attach this. It has a little peg hole there. This guy has a peg on the hand, so you can just put it in, and yeah. And there you have WetFire. Don't ask me. I guess this guy has the power of the elements, water and fire, you know. Nothing at the waist, and for the legs he only has a swivel for the whole leg. Nothing at the knees or the thigh or the feet. He just stands and he can kick like 90 degrees, and that's it. A super agile player. And you can of course put these things also below his feet so that he's extra taller than his counterpart, which is not fair at all. But now let's go to what for me is the start of this little show. Finally, a figure of Lola Bunny. I don't know if there's any other figure apart from self-made 3D prints. Well, luckily the head is on a ball joint, which will allow her for some expression. At least she has that. I must say, well, the paint is it went a bit over the nose, but it's okay. Well, it would be better if it didn't, because I did pay something for this. They were not, I mean, they were more expensive than I would like them to be for what they do, which is almost nothing. But hey, I was the one buying them. So she has that, so at least you can make expressive poses with the head. You have only that much, well, you only have a little swivel for the whole arm, nothing at the hands, the elbows or the wrists or something, nothing, you know. She can hold something there, but we have nothing with her apart from the flaming basketball, which goes into the peg of this hand, and I hope it's able to, yeah. So at least she can look cool holding the flaming ball, basketball, I mean. She can do some kind of Hadouken. And yeah, sadly she cannot bend, legs have nothing at all. She has only a waist swivel. Well, at least it's better than having no waist swivel, you know. But when you turn her, look, she makes for funny, weird cuts there, you know. But hey, it's what it is. At least I think the sculpt of the head is really nice, but she could profit from more articulation, definitely. Now the legs, as I said, just can turn but have no articulation at all. She has the little bunny tail. The paint job is a bit what it is nothing spectacular, it's not terrible, but it could definitely be better. Look at that, Tune Squad is a bit scraped, and I just noticed that Mine has this little flake there on the hair, and yeah, well, that's the thing. And her little band here is also a bit, the paint job is a bit sloppy and lazy actually. And look, you can see there where the plastic would go for the head. That's where the plastic went into the mold, I would say. But hey, you can pose her a bit like that. Let me focus. And you can, of course, make things a bit more even by giving her the super height thingies, and that makes for a more fair challenge. I mean, yeah, well, that's it for these figures. I mean, apart from what I said, the figure is really nice looking, but it's very simple and very, the articulation is a bit lacking. Well, quite, she has only 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation, and this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, at least the arms can do stuff, you know, but nothing at the waist, nothing at the knees, nothing at the feet. That's, and only swivel at the, yeah, the waist is a bit a waste. It's a bit of a waste opportunity. So now for size comparisons, let's bring in what I have here, which is a Gamorrean guard, which is of course taller than both of these guys. Let's take her off the little stands. That would be more the real situation, I guess. Here we have Ulik. Here we have for the Master Chief from Halo, World of Halo. Here we have Jessica Jones. Here we have a classic Joe. Well, Cobra, Laser Viper, or whatever Viper he is, it is. This would be there with the stand. And we also have the thingy here, I don't remember his name, the Fang pilot, Cobra Fang pilot. So that's it for this little review. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or if it was useful for you to decide if you get these fairly plain figures, but yeah, maybe you want to have some of these characters in plastic form and you don't have any plastic form of them yet, so we have to recur to get these versions which are very plain. Yeah, but at least the sculpt and it looks nice, you know. Could be much better, definitely, but it's better than having no version of them, you know. So please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment whatever you want to say, if it's respectful, of course. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.